Greetings everyone, Slizzle466 here, and in today's video I want to showcase my top 10 decks for laddering off meta in wild mode. These decks aren't listed in order, they're just listed in order of the class and just to have some fun in general in wild. So starting off, we've got Kimmys Bees or Linecracker Druid. This is a deck that was very popular at the beginning of the Saviors of Uldum expansion. It kind of faded out of the meta just because it was easy to beat. It's a little bit slow. But basically how the combo works is you need to get an Emperor tick, and then you play your Linecracker, which doubles its attack when it overkills a minion. You play Bees to target the Linecracker, and then you play Earthen Scales to produce a ridiculous amount of armor. So it's a really obnoxious combo, although slow. And if for some reason the combo doesn't work, one thing I really like about this list is it has the Yogg Saron Hope's End just as a backup RNG plan, just to add some fun to your game. Another Druid list you might want to try out is Platurt's Taunt Druid. Platurt is an active user on the r/Wild Hearthstone subreddit. Taunt Druid is not a deck that's ever particularly been good in Wild. It was pretty strong in Standard at one point. But this specific list is pretty standard, but one card that's really made this archetype be strong is the Kartet Defender. Because the Reborn gives you another Kartet Defender, it's got some excellent synergy with your Hadronox because the Hadronox brings back the Taunt minions, and of course Zoth brings back the Death Rattle minions. So a lot of the time you can just fill this board full of defenders, they heal you, they block face damage. Just a really powerful card, a really fun deck to try out if you want to make aggro decks very miserable. Another Druid deck you might want to try out is our Burnt's Togwaggle Druid. So I really like this list because it has a backup plan. So the Togwaggle Druid has this combo where you play your Aviana, you play an Innovate or a Biology Project, you play your Coon, you play your Togwaggle, you do all sorts of obnoxious things. You, as a leaner, copy your opponent's hand, do more obnoxious things, and typically you win the game in that fashion. However, there are a lot of Dirty Rats, Death Lords in the meta, and so as a backup plan, you've got your Star Aligner and you've got your North Sea Kraken. And this just helps you just have an alternate win condition if a piece of your combo gets burnt or pulled out from some sort of disruption effect. Looking over to Paladin, we have a Murloc Paladin that's been having some success on the Asia server. This is the deck that's doing reasonably well in Standard. This kind of tip the scales, prismatic lens build of Paladin. But in Wild, we have some cards that can help us out a little bit further. Mainly talking about Old Murkard, just having a card with charge is really powerful. So basically how this deck works is you just do your everyday kind of aggro Murloc Paladin game plan. But then you've got your high roll with your lens into your tip the scales to make a crazy board. Just a deck that can really catch people off guard if they're not playing around you properly. Moving over to Rogue, we have Extuliep's Quest Rogue. So there have been a couple of different variations of Thief Rogue in the Wild meta. A lot of them use the Spectral Cutlass. This specific build does not, and it goes more for the tempo game. So you're seeing cards like Backstab, you're seeing cards like Evil Miscreant for tempo, Leroy to sneak in lethal, Vilespine Slayers to deal with big minions. So this is the tempo deck at heart, but with that quest you get that beautiful 3/2 weapon that makes you immune, that can just really push tempo like crazy. This is definitely a deck that you're going to want to try out, especially if you love getting random cards. It is the deck to try out. Looking over at Shaman, we have Damringer's a big Shaman. The Damringer's been plugging this deck for many months now, hitting Legend multiple times. If you like to cheat out giant minions, using your Ancestor's Call, using your Muck Morpher. It's just, it could be an incredibly obnoxious deck if you draw the right cards at the right time. Just a really fun deck if you just love playing giant things very early in the game. Another Murloc deck you may want to try out is our Quest Jade Druid. So this is a deck has been seeing some success on multiple servers. I'm featuring this deck on this because it's had the most success on the Asian server, and you know it's at heart a Jade Shadowwalk Shaman, which is a deck that's been around for a while, but with the Corrupt the Waters being able to so easily complete this quest. You've got your Sludge Slurpers, you've got your Evil Cable Rats, you've got your Jade Claws. It's just a very easy quest to complete, and being able to pay 2 mana for a Bran effect for the rest of your turn is incredible. And basically how this deck works is you complete your quest very early, spam your board full of Jades, get your mlAwA, spam more Jades, and when you play your Shadowwalk, you just fill your board full of stuff, mlAwA effect, dodges board clears, you instantly win the game. So just really, really fun deck to play out. Looking over at Warlock, we have Gul'Danu's Egg Cube Warlock. Now, okay, this is probably not that off meta, but the reason I want to mention this specific deck is I really like the tech options. So one tech option I really like is the Soul Warden. One problem with Cube Warlock is sometimes you are so behind on board. It is a bit of a slower deck than the usual deck, so that you have to play at your Doomguard, and it really sucks. It's not fun. You lose cards. The Soul Warden gets around that problem, which I really like. Another card which is an interesting tech is Lord Godfrey. So Lord Godfrey, the reason that I like it in this deck is because of the egg. So, you know, it can pop your Nerubians, it can pop your Serpents. It's just a very nice tech. It's a deck you want to try out. It's probably more meta than most of the decks featured here, but it's something that is definitely something I want to feature. Now this deck, this is an interesting one. So this is a hybrid. This is a Snip Snap, it's a Reno, and it's a Mecha'thun deck, all combined into one. So when we start looking at the deck list, it looks like a pretty everyday Snip Snap Warlock. But then we start to see Zephyrus, and we think, whoa, what's going on here? We see Kazakus, okay, but we have duplicates. There's no Hemet. But the thing is, Snip Snap Warlock cycles so fast. You've got things like Loot Hoarder, Blood Mage Thalnos, Kobold Librarian, your hero power. You cycle so fast that most likely, by the time it's ready, you're ready to play a Reno Jackson, or a Zephyrus, or a Kazakus, you're going to have no more duplicates in your deck. So you've also got the Glinder alternate win condition that Sniplock runs. You've also got the Mecha'thun win condition with the Plague of Flames. So this is just a really, it's a very unique deck. Something you want to try out just to really mess with your opponent and have a lot of fun. The last deck I want to mention is Sun0822's Reno Warrior. That's right, Reno Warrior. So when we have a look at this, it's a mixed bag of everything. It looks a little bit, okay, it is a Dead Man's Hand Warrior with one Dead Man's Hand because it's a Reno deck. But, you know, we've basically got all of our good Warrior cards. Zephyrus is crazy. You've got your Bran, your Cold Light from Mill. Just all of your good Warlock clears. Vargoth to get some extra value. Eater Seekers because mages are annoying. Brawl's good. I mean, it's just a solid deck. It's too bad that Dr. Boom Mad Genius is 9 mana. I feel like if it was 7 mana, this deck would be a lot more powerful. But, you know, if you have that Warrior quest, Warrior's not in the best state right now, so maybe you don't want to play Pirates, you don't want to play Odd. This is the deck to try out. It's a lot of fun. So, all of these deck codes are available in the description below. If you want to also support the channel, you can hit that subscribe button. You can hit the notification bell to know when the latest video goes live. If you have any other off-meta decks you've been having success with, I'd love to see it shared in the comments. Drop me a deck code. Let me know your success. And until next time, hope to see you again.